everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're doing something completely different today because I got my wisdom teeth taken out on Thursday, so my face is like super swollen, and I thought, what videos can I do that doesn't require me to be face on camera, and essentially what a perfect way, today's Sunday, to sit down and plan for the entire week and show you guys how I plan for discipline, how I use my planner, how I use my phone, and how I just make myself on top of things and essentially get shit done, right? Because that's what we want. If we plan, if we make the appointment, as I like to say, we want to be able to show up to these appointments. So you writing down a list of to-dos, those are you writing down your appointments, just like a doctor's appointment, just like a dentist appointment. There's no reason for you to waste a doctor's appointment, like the doctor's office, and speak to a representative and say, hey, I want to make an appointment for Friday for a consultation, and then have no reason as to why you're going to show up. Like, no, there's a reason you want to show up, right? There's a reason for health issues or finances or whatever the case. Like, there's a reason why you're making an appointment for your goals, and it's because you want to achieve these goals, you want to have these goals, you want to obtain them. So I make sure that when I am writing down my goals, when I'm writing down my actions, my to-do list, that they are actions I can actually show up for. There are things that are very extremely important, they are very extremely urgent, and making them top priority. Anything else is kind of extra of like, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that, and if I could get to it, I'll get to it. But more than anything, I'm filling up my planner with the most important things, with the things I have to get done this week, with the things that are top of mind. We're gonna go ahead and start it, but for those of you who are new here, my name is Geraldine and I make videos all about goal setting, productivity, and procrastination. So if that's the type of content you love to consume, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I need to upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Jolie7. Okay, so I want to show you my planner. I'm going to show you this, like the things that I use, and if you want them, like where you can find them. Not sponsored by any of this stuff whatsoever. So I use the daily planner. It's by this YouTuber, or a person who was a YouTuber. I believe her name was Sophia. She's on Instagram, but she came out with this daily planner, specifically the blogging planner. So she has a couple different ones. She has the college one, a regular planner, the blogging planner, and I believe she might have the wedding planner, but I'm not quite sure. I use this one because obviously I'm a content creator, so I don't blog, I vlog. The stuff that's in there I use as a content creator, so that's why I grabbed this. I'm gonna show you my monthly overview and like kind of how I set things up. So this is my monthly overview. It does not change month to month, other than just like certain weekends of like things happening. I lay out my posting schedule. I also write in like important appointments and like really fun activities. Like that weekend I went to the Eras of Trish tour. I have birthday parties and just so much going on in month to month. So how I keep track of all of this is that I end up creating a key for myself. So I have highlighters here that I use I grabbed these from Target. These are the mid liners, and I'm pretty sure you probably have seen these like all over Instagram, YouTube, like every single loves these pens, and so do I. So I grabbed these from Target. Each highlighter represents a specific key. So YouTube is pink. Work is brown. Is blue. Is like this bluish periwinkle is like personal, and then the more magenta one is my kids, and then the last one is the Committed Collective, which was the membership group that I'm launching, which no longer is called the Committed Collective. It's called, figured out that I'm no longer able to use that name online, but the new name for my membership is called the Studio of Self, which I have not announced yet, but I want to make a whole big thing. I'm making an Instagram for it, so really exciting stuff. But yes, it is now called the Studio of Self, and I'll explain all about the Studio of Self later in another video when I can actually put my face on the camera. So me utilizing these highlighters for the key is to help me identify things faster, because when I'm looking at my planner, if I just write everything in black, then nothing's going to stand out. But if I know I have an appointment coming up soon for either myself or my kids, then I'll look for that specific highlighter color, and it'll be able to stand out, and I'll be able to search things faster, because that is what we want out of our planner. We want to be efficient. We want to be fast. We want to get to where we need to be as fast as humanly possible. So I've created this key. I've used keys for years now. I've been planning for years, and it has never failed me, and I have loved using a key. And then you get to buy pretty little highlighters. So because I've already planned for the month, I thought, why not we weekly plan? Alrighty, so I'm going to show you what a weekly setup looks like on this planner. I don't have anything going on this weekend because of my wisdom teeth, so that's why it looks empty there. But okay, so this is the weekly overview. So we have this page right here. We have this page. So we have our weekly overview, and this is literally just my week of posting, blog posting, what videos I'm uploading, and it really truly helps me figure out, okay, what videos do I need to edit, which ones are going first, what do I need to make, what do I need to create, and it helps me. So when you are planning and when you're learning how to be disciplined, you want to have a planner that will help you plan out your goals. It's not just, because as you can see, this is not a personal planner for me. What's personal to me, because work is just like a last thing on the list, right? I just show up and do what I need to do to make money, but it's not top priority. It's not the thing that just drives me every day. It's a thing that helps me pay my bills, but this planner is specifically for my goals, because my goals matter to me. And if I have a personal planner that's all about work, then I'm not prioritizing my goals. So when you are looking for a planner, when you are going to get a planner, think about how that planner is going to help you set up your week to achieve your goals. Whether that's a healthy planner because you want to start losing weight, whether that's writing a book, whether that is paying off debt, there's budget planners, whether that's whatever the case, right? How is your planner going to help you achieve what you need to do? So I didn't buy a personal one. I bought a planner specifically for blogging, for content creation, for my future business. So, and then I also have these. These are like little habit tracker things that, off the side of my actual like goals, little things that I want to keep track of. And I just got these not too long ago, and I want to try them out. But I have my hours of sleep, my water intake, I guess like a little tracker. I could write down like what I want to do that week and like track how many times I did it in that week. And then my mood, I'm able to check off like how I felt each and every single day. So I want to try this out, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about this. This is a little wellness sticky note, and this is perfect for anybody who is looking to become healthier and like lose weight. That's kind of why I bought this too, because I do have a goal of losing at least 10 pounds. But let's go ahead and get started on my planning for the week. Comment down below. Oh my god, you guys, so I'm so sorry. You're going to see where the band-aid was. I've showered, but there's still a lot of like residue left on my skin of the band-aid, so I'm really sorry about that. But by the way, do you start your week on Sunday or do you start your week on Mondays? I like to start my week on Mondays and my weeks end on Sunday. That's just how my brain works. I could never do it the other way around. Like, my weeks do not start on Sunday. Okay, so most likely I'm not posting a video on Friday because I just don't have another video to film for you guys that doesn't involve my face. So maybe I'll just vlog my week or something. I don't know how you guys like the vlogs. Let me know down below. But Monday I am posting my last week's videos. I don't remember what the name of the video is called. So then Tuesday is just CP. CP is community post. Wednesday is this video, so YouTube. Okay, so usually here is when I'll write in the YouTube titles, and then these are this is community posts, which I'll be posting something on Tuesday, and then we have Wednesday video, we have Thursday, which is my newsletter, and then Friday I don't have anything unless I vlog the week, so I'm not sure, so I'm leaving it blank. Now we come over to my weekly to-dos. So my weekly to-dos have I kind of think of them from most important to like least important as I like work my way down. Now it doesn't happen like that every single time, but I always start off with the most important at the very top and then work my way down, because what do you do when you have a to-do list, right? You start from the top and you work your way to the bottom. At least that's what I usually do. Or what other people like to do is they just like to cherry pick which tasks they want to do. And of course, you will want to try to pick the smallest tasks to finish because you think you're going to get through your list faster. When in reality, it's not about finishing the to-do list. It's about finishing your goals. Because do you know what's going to make you feel happier in life? Having the thing that you want. Not getting your to-do list done. Like, sometimes we lose the plot. We think, oh, I gotta fill up my to-do list. Oh, I gotta make sure that I'm like checking all these boxes. And the one only box that's not checked off is making meal prepping for work because you're trying to lose weight, or you're trying to not buy lunch at work and save money so that you can buy a house. You know, we tend to lose the plot. If anything, the only thing on your to-do list should be that one singular action that's going to help you accomplish your goals. But I've gotten so used to just getting shit done that I'm able to start from my heaviest work and work my way down to the lightest work. Or the most important to not so important. And if I make progress throughout the week of getting my stuff done, then I can get like started on things that possibly are going to be happening the following week. You know, it's always about getting ahead when it comes to your planner. So for me, my heaviest work is usually researching and scripting my videos, making sure that they are as good as humanly possible, because my top goal is to have my audience, my viewers, convert into founding members for my membership. That is my goal right now. So So for right now, that's as far as I got for my week. So I'm just gonna go in with my highlighters, and start just highlighting the stuff. How my weekly overview looks like. Let's flip it over to the next page. This is my weekly vlogs post. So for these, I essentially write in the title ideas that I have and for this week. And then as I go through like editing and scripting and all that stuff, I start checking out boxes. But I think for this, instead of what I'm uploading this week's blog posts are the things that I'm going to be scripting this week for the following week, because I never actually come back and start checking any of these boxes. So I think it'll be a much better use of this page if I come in and write what I'm filming and editing and uploading this week for the following week, if that makes sense. So I'm going to leave these blank because I will come back to this, but let's go ahead and start filling out my main page. So I am that type of planner who needs to have a monthly, weekly, and daily. I cannot live one without the other. It has to be all throughout, like in one planner. That's why this planner is freaking huge, and I love it because there's so much more to like write down. There's so much more to like put down. So I'm gonna show you guys how I daily plan now, like just showing you guys kind of how my brain works when it comes to like organization of priorities and how I get so much done in a week. Can really give you an idea on how you can take inspiration of what I'm doing, apply it to your life, and see if it helps you go from planning to executing or writing whatever you have in your head down. Because if you're not in, maybe you're not in the process of like planning and executing, maybe you're just in the process of learning how to plan in the first place. So I'm going to show you the step by step, and maybe this will inspire you to get out your own planner or even a journal and start prioritizing your goals and having your planner be that prioritization, so that whatever you're doing in your day-to-day life, the only focus is on your goals. Because like I said, this planner's only focus is my YouTube goal. That is my only focus day to day to day. That is all I care about. There's nothing else on here that has to do with anything else but my goals, and that is all I ever plan for. Okay, so Monday will be 5/19/25. So I do have to wake up at 5 a.m. Okay guys, voiceover here. So time management skills is key when you are planning out your planner. So what I like to do is I like to keep it as simple as humanly possible, because when you add way too many things on your planner, it starts to become overwhelming. And this is not to say that you're not allowed to like brain dump everything onto your planner. What I am saying is
Don't add more to your plate when you don't have to. Just because you see your planner bare doesn't mean you need to create more problems for yourself. Our goal is to accomplish our goal. So that's why I say to pick a planner that is goal focused, your goal focused, whether that's a budget planner or a workout planner. Mine is a content creation planner. So majority of my stuff is going to be about content creation. That is the only thing that the bulk of what I'm writing down is going to be about. Yes, there's an area for work. Yes, there's an area of like my morning routines and my gym stuff and whatnot. But what I am doing is I'm focusing a lot of my attention on making sure that my to-do list is about my goals. And I don't have to fill up this entire page of a bunch of other random stuff that I could also do. That was not the point. The point is to accomplish your goals. So just write down all of the things that you can think about of what details do I need to do in order to accomplish this goal. For example, for me, I have to research for my scripts. I have to figure out titles and packaging and thumbnails. I have to think about when am I going to film this. I have to think about like my scripting formulas and just a bunch of other things, like little details. Those little details are what I'm writing down on my to-do list. I'm not writing down a bunch of other things like, oh yeah, I need to switch out the toilet paper. Like, that's not what this planner is about. This planner is about my goals and my goals only. There's going to be other stuff on here, but the bulk of it is going to be about my goals.
That is usually what I do for my weekly plan. Like I said, these sticky notes are extremely new. So if you really liked this plan with me and you would actually like to see these weekly, just let me know and I will definitely do that for you guys. The last thing that I usually do on my phone, so these are for like current things that are going to be happening, very like there's set times, there's time blocking involved, there's things of that sort that are very intentional as to why I put them on my planner, right? They're top of mind. They're like, okay, I know this is like what's happening this week on my phone. So this is the home page on my phone, and I've set it up for it to work in a separate manner. So I have this main thing on my so this is the home page, this is the second page, this is where all of my apps live, and this is kind of like my phone organization hub. I have my Pinterest board up here for inspiration, and I love having it up here. In the middle, though, is my reminders. And what I've been doing for my reminders is that, let's say something came up that I didn't plan for, a new task or a new idea, or maybe a 5 to 10 minute, like maybe like a minute task that I have to do in like 10 minutes, or something that I have to obviously remember, like an activity or an appointment or a phone call or something. If I've noticed that if someone tells me like, hey, can you do this for me in like 5 minutes, I'll completely forget after those 5 minutes. So I've been putting things into this that have helped me so much when I can't get into my planner, or I'm at work and I need to do something and I don't have a to-do list or a sticky note with me. So either I'll put things that are very current or things that are long-term upcoming, like get passports. That's not something that's going to be happening very, very soon. So this will get filled up throughout the week, and if I have time during my week to get through this stuff, that is when I'll start checking off the things on here and start getting things done. I also have my calendar over here for anything, you know, important dates that I need to write down. So I love having a mix between paper and digital. It's been work. It's like a flaw. It's like a beautiful balance that I have between paper and digital. I would hate to have just everything digitally and or have everything down on paper, because sometimes like I genuinely don't take my I don't take my planner to work. Like, this is big and bulky. I have other like stuff I need to take to work. This will just add weight in my backpack. So usually I just keep this at home because, like I said, this is my goal planner. This is the thing that helps me achieve my goals. So when do I work on my goals? At home. So this stays at home. On my is when I'm out and about and I can't get to this, and this is kind of personal, right? It's a personal phone. It's not anything else. So it's gonna obtain like my personal tasks that I have to do. And I feel like that's just worked flawlessly and beautifully. And yeah, so that is it for today's weekly vlog. Not vlog, but weekly plan with me. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when you do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Droply7 and the Studio of Self. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!